Hey guys, it's time for the weekly recap of the week again, and we will start in Discord. There's only one thing in Discord this week, and it was something we talked about earlier this week with the harvesting changes, where the boosts are now calculated when you harvest rather than when you plant. So I'll include a link to the video where I talked about this up above, but that's basically what it is. The boosts now calculate when you harvest, not when you plant. Anyways, we'll move over to GitHub now. So we start here, panel campaign link. So they just fixed this link here. If you go to the Merkle LP rewards, this link used to not work, so they fixed this. Then the client version error handling. I'm not sure what this one is. There's not really much information here, so I'm not exactly sure what this one is. Then we have the yield calculation changes. So that's basically what I was saying, for the Discord update, they just changed how the yield works, where they're calculating it on harvest rather than on planting. So there's going to be a few updates around this, but this is where it started. And then we had a bunch of UI changes that Droizy was working on. There was one where when you put down the gnome, this boost, it tells you exactly how it works and how you have to put them in order. Then we have the detail popover for the tool shed and warehouse. But beforehand, when you clicked on these, you wouldn't get these pop-ups like you do for other boosts, like the Tin Turtle. So they added that. Then we got the chest reward list. So this one's cool. If you go to one of the chests in the game, I'll just use the rare chest because it's close here. You can see here the list of potential rewards that never showed in game before, so that's a nice change. Next we have Bert and Finn missing on closed gift claims. So beforehand this wouldn't pop up when you claimed the gift, it would just tell you what you got here. So that's a nice little fix. Then we got the player module update. So this is stuff getting ready for next chapter, just getting ready for the social stuff with the friends and whatnot. Crop machine performance. So there's some people who said that they experienced lag when collecting stuff from the crop machine. So I'm guessing this is just performance fix for that. Rename spring text in reputation modal. So beforehand they said reach Spring Island. Beforehand Spring Island was the second island, but then they added the seasons and the first island is always in spring. So it didn't make sense to call the second island spring. So they changed the second island to Petal Paradise, and they just had forgotten to change some of the wording around. So I was just fixing that. And they did this remove crop blocking AoE restrictions. So this basically goes into the stuff I was talking about with the boost calculating on harvest. So they remove the crop restrictions so you can move around crops and stuff now because they're calculated on harvest, not on planting. Player navigation, once again, getting ready for next chapter with the friends and whatnot. Daily chest state issue. So I believe this is a fix for if you collected the daily chest from on your house, then the one here would still be claimable or something like that. Anyways, it was essentially just like a visual bug. You wouldn't actually get the reward twice, but I believe that was fixing that. And then finally, there was a bug where with the new harvesting update, where if you use your instant growth or rapid route, you wouldn't get the bonus from AoE bonuses. So they fixed that in this update here. So Adam is now back. He's actually pushing through a lot of updates currently. If you come here, you can see here a lot was merged an hour ago, merged 20 minutes ago, merged an hour ago. So we'll start getting a lot more updates, I believe, this coming week. The new chapter starts on the 4th of August, so next Monday, so just over a week from now. So I'm sure we'll get a lot of updates in the next week or so, finding out what the boosts for next chapter are. So I'll have videos coming out on those throughout the week. And yeah, that's basically it. Until next one, have a good day, guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys. And I also want to say thank you to all the members of the channel. The current members of the channel are Raichu, Thedra, and Deucefold. Thank you very much for your support.